What's going on, guys? Pronigo bringing you another Annihilation video. This is the third map, the Idu'ran. The Idu'ran, an independent Protoss tribe searching for a way to survive conflict, have picked up a strong psionic presence and believes the Zerg are approaching at high speed. As the Idu'ran prepare their forces, they will soon realize that a new potential threat is on the move, and that the supposedly irregular behavior of the Zerg is not their only problem to face. Try to avoid combat as much as possible, or as much combat as possible. It is not necessary to beat the mission. Okay, this is created by Dudki. So far, the missions on Brutal have been challenging, but reasonable. I hope they stay that way. We will continue on Brutal for the time being. Deep Space, Dariloth Quadrant, Caprilu Sector. That text disappeared incredibly fast. And there's the ship from the opening title card. Looks like the Heart of the Swarm Protoss tile set, Protoss ship tile set. I think this was made when Heart of the Swarm was still there, like, was the most recent expansion. I don't think Legacy of the Void had come out yet when this mission was created. It also seems that maybe the skybox is missing? Guardian Kaduros. I understand you wished for my attendance, Executor. For what purpose did you call me here? Our search for the Zerg will soon be complete. Our sensors have detected a sizable psionic presence emanating in the near vicinity. The presence is approaching at high speed, and given our current course, our Idu'ran fleet will reach them within minutes. Have our warriors been readied for the possible besiegement? Most of our brethren have staged themselves in the main bridge, awaiting orders. As the main Idu'ran Guardian of Conflict, you are in charge of leading our warriors once the invasion begins. May the Kala make your leadership lead us to mission success? I guess victory would probably sound better there. I will do my best, Executor. You will gather the forces at the vessel's bridge. There we shall plan our strategy further. Well. So it sounds like we'll be fighting mostly Zerg. What is this disturbance? Well, that's not Zerg. Men, we've located the Protoss vessel. Bring in our ships. It's like the mercenary models, I think, from Heart of the Swarm, the With Friends Like These mission, from what I remember. Our enemies have located us. Terrans, here? What is this intrusion? Halt right there. Protect the Executor. Kaduros, go now. You must reach the main bridge at all costs. Only the strength of the combined Idu'ran Protoss forces will stop these Terran interlopers. I will do as ordered, Executor. Alright, sounds like we're jumping right into the thick of it here.
Understood. I am resuming control.
Kaduros, the Terrans are amassing inside our vessel. The quantity is too large for you to take on by yourself.
Our warriors are being readied. We concur.
Okay. Avoid all unnecessary combat for now and focus your efforts on reaching the designated coordinates. Yeah, this definitely looks like too much for us right now. Righteous Protoss Warrior. Kaduros is a powerful melee combatant and the leader of the Idu'ran battle unit. Kaduros has a powerful set of Psi Blades to quickly deal great damage to units, and can also recharge shields using his Shield Recharge. And which is an area of effect healing ability. Instantly recharges 150 shields to all allied Protoss in the area, and it's on a 20-second cooldown. That is pretty damn good. Hold on, once... What is even happening? I have to set this to full screen, I think. Let's see if that fixes anything.
We concur.
Yes, okay. Hopefully it's not much of a quality difference. So, looks like this uses event command, or a mechanic, similar to the other Heart of the Swarm mission. Or the other Heart of the Swarm mission. I'm really fumbling over my words today. And Kaduros has some pretty badass... It sounds like Artanis, but pitch shifted, or something like that. It sounds similar. Shield recharge. It does cost energy, but its cooldown is fairly respectable. 150 shields will almost cap him out. Unfortunately, our zealots are completely unchanged from basic zealots, so it looks like they might have increased movement speed or something to keep up with Kaduro's. Oh no, that's because of leg enhancements or charge or whatever. It increases movement speed, but other than charge, it doesn't seem like they have anything different, and that means that I'll overheal them by 100 shields every time. What is this? Psionic Scythe Blades. Whenever Kidder swings his weapon, psionic energy is released from his blades, slashing nearby enemies for minor damage. Okay.
We concur.
Sounds effective to me. So there's another vent we can go into.
Understood.
This is,
We concur.
looks like that's blocked.
Our thoughts are one.
He's very excited,
We march
as you can tell by his unit responses.
Remain on your guard.
Let's check out what's over here. It's another vent. Oh, well, we could have just walked over here. That device powers the shield blocking our way. It must be destroyed. Okay. There are some units over here. Let's run away. Hopefully they won't... Well, they are going to chase us into the vents, but... Warriors, defend our precious vessel! Oh, so we are actually going to get some allies here. Oh, and this knocked out the shield that we were supposed to... I guess that makes sense. That was the shield that was blocking our way. Well, let's get out of here again. We're supposed to be avoiding all unnecessary conflict. This looks somewhat necessary? I don't know. Go ahead and shield recharge, and then we can kill this guy who is chasing us like a very rude man. Really? Okay, so let's quick save. We can't go this way, which... Vessel Bridge is far away from us. That's the energy core. Okay.
I am resuming control.
Let's just run. I'm following what the tip said. Come on, our brothers, eradicate the Terran soldiers. Well, definitely, oh, we can't go any further here, it looks like. Oh no, I've made a horrible mistake. Alright, never mind. It's just a hellbat. Looks like we're supposed to go this way. Move Kaduros here to the beacon. You got it. Terrans, stop this immediately. Pfft, look at this guy. So confident. How stupid of him. Hey, boss, we caught one of their leaders. Excellent job. We'll bring this guy in with us. We are surrounded. All right, Protoss, you're coming with us. Now, if you're smart, you'll surrender your forces to us and give up the fighting. I do not understand this. What do you seek from our people? Listen, we don't have time for chit-chat. We got a lot of things to do. We traced high concentrations of Protoss psionic matter on this ship. No one is going to stop us from finding that. You understand? Psionic matter? Would that just be Protoss people? By the will of the Kala, I shall not allow you to trespass our sacred property any further. Guardians of the Idu'ran, awaken! Come and aid us in this time of strife. Protect our vessel. That sounds like, yep, okay, Stone Zealots. What the fuck? Agreed. Stone Zealots are some serious badasses. Ah, screw this. Retreat, men! That unknown guy was the enemy leader, I think. Brethren, your presence here is most appreciated. Let us banish these Terrans from our vessel. Leave no one standing. Okay. We also had some other Protoss units spawn in, but I guess they warped out. Kaduros, do you hear me? These Terrans, they appear to be seeking samples of our psionic substances. For what purpose, I fear? I sensed everything. Our substance chambers are currently vulnerable. You must reach them and destroy them before they can retrieve the information inside. Okay, so we've got another objective. Powerful Ancient Guardian. Stone Zealots are unique warriors equipped with devastating eye beams. Stone Zealots receive constant energy from the ship's core, slowly regenerating health. Use them to break fortified Terran positions. Okay, so that sounds like we want to spread out the damage on them pretty evenly so that they can regenerate health around the same time. Let's go ahead and quick save again. I don't see any other vents we can take, so it looks like the next area that we find is going to be pretty important. Okay, let's go ahead and fight here. Shields. We are losing some hull damage on our hero here. And we did lose the Zealots as well. We're losing the Stone Zealots as well. Oh man, what a disaster. Okay, we definitely need to load. It looks like we might have to, like, lull those guys in with the Zealots, like aggro them and then have the Stone Zealots on hold position. That tight corridor is killer. So we probably don't want to screw around with that too much. Okay. So I'm going to leave my Zealots down here. These guys can hold position. And then with Kaduros, since he has a lot of shields, he can take most of the beatings. We're going to move the Stone Zealots up. Get them ready to attack. Okay, Kaduros, you're going to come with me. Nope. Come here. Shield yourself. Okay. Just push priority these guys out of the way. I don't know how we're losing these guys so fast. Oh, they have 2 armor. No wonder. Okay. Okay, so let's move in now. We lost Stone Zealots again. That feels so difficult to actually do. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing there. But this is way better than it was before. Unfortunately, I lost my Zealots. Well, it's better than not clearing it at all, I guess. Maybe you have to, like, do it a lot slower. It feels really dumb to do it slow, though, for obvious reasons. Take them down, boys. The Terrans must be eradicated. Okay, don't die, please. Yeah, in an area where it's, like, supposed to be urgent in any capacity, it doesn't feel proper to be slow about stuff like this. Okay, well, we can't go any further here. Let's grab our units and bring them down here. Our Protoss allies have warped out but without destroying this stuff. Oh my... Fuck! Okay, well, hopefully the Zealots didn't matter that much. There's another... Our Stone Zealots cannot pass through the vents. I shall traverse it alone. Okay? Yeah, well, they also can't pass through the plasma gates or whatever these are, so...
Understood.
The Terrans have located one of our chambers. You must stop them, Kaduros. Okay. Let's get these guys. They're out of position right now, so they won't be able to help Kaduros, unfortunately. What is this? The RSSI are sending SCVs to extract the properties within the substance chambers. Take them out before the extraction is complete. Okay. Did I have music disabled or something? No, it's enabled. Alright, just run for this guy. Okay. We've done it. Wow, that's a lot of AoE damage. Holy moly. Oh yeah, and then we have to destroy these, right? So. Terran invaders appear to be wanting samples of Protoss substance and DNA. Several chambers radiating Protoss energy lead them to you. And it's up to you to destroy the chambers before they can retrieve the information hiding inside. Okay. The first substance chamber has been destroyed. I shall keep moving. Kaduros is a fearless and esteemed Protoss warrior of the Idu'ran, and has led many Protoss into victory with his exceptional leader and combat skills. He's an important figure for the Idu'ran, so make sure he stays alive. You got it. I like how the must-survive objective actually tries to give you a reason for why they must survive, besides, like, oh, you can't complete your mission without him. He lives in the canon of the story. Reach the bridge. Prime Executor Nesserin needs your attention in the main bridge. The Idu'ran forces there are awaiting your lead. However, in order to reach it, you must traverse through the battles between the Idu'ran Guardians and the invading Terran forces. I'll try to remember to read those all the time, but sometimes I'll forget. So we went from being, like, stealthy and trying to hide from stuff to this, like, all-out war going on here, basically. Vaporize. The Terrans have mobilized their forces, and they're planning to destroy our vessel's energy core. This cannot be allowed. Keep our allies' shields up, even though they'll probably just warp out. Yeah. They've also blocked the passage between you and the bridge. You must instead reach the beacon located in the left wing. Move. Move quickly. Okay. Well, this is probably where we had to go to get to the substance chambers anyways. A substance chamber has been located by the Terrans. Okay, let's try and walk away from that. Oh, there's nothing over there. I guess we'll help our allies. It's gonna take some time before the SCVs extract this stuff. Come on, men, keep the pressure on.
Understood.
Alright, let's wait for these stone zealots to get here. They're a little slow and lumbery. Okay. Okay, awesome. Alright, we've done it. Okay, there we go. 2 out of 4. Ain't bad. Let's keep going. Well, it's 2 for 2 now. There's a shield amplifier up here. Oh, looks like maybe... Wait, what does this do? Oh. Oh, so it doesn't amplify this, I guess? Or it didn't amplify that? Okay. Well, whatever. The Terrans are heading to extract the knowledge within a substance chamber. Well... Terrans aren't super smart, so at least they're trying to improve themselves by acquiring new knowledge. Okay, it looks like we're gonna leave our... The Terrans are planning the extraction of the final substance chamber. Oh, so they're getting both at the same time. Well, I think we can split our forces here. We just need to get Kaduros over here, and then these guys can come over there and help. Okay. There was nothing really guarding that SCV besides those 2 Marines, so... in the vent. Vikings do some damage, I guess. Excellent. Only 1 substance chamber is left to be destroyed. Oh, no. Well, I don't really know how we're gonna do this now. Oh, especially if they're gonna get healed. Okay. Well, I can try. Kaduros, destroy the chamber quickly. Another SCV is approaching. Yeah, you don't fucking say. Oh, is it not vulnerable when I'm... Okay. Well, I think we did it. 0 chambers are left. You must get to that beacon, Kaduros. Our forces await. Well, I'm getting my shields destroyed by this nonsense over here. Well, I guess I'll just hope I don't die. Initiating teleportation. I didn't quick save for a while. I guess I'll do that now. Okay, well there are going to be some guards here, it looks like. Protect our master. Okay, let's pull back here. I hope you're awakening something, because look at all of these units! What? How am I possibly supposed to defend against that? I guess I need all of my... There were a lot of units there. I don't think even a... I don't even think a Stone Zealot or 2 would actually make a difference there. And I already just... I have, of course, like an idiot, just quick saved over my last save. It seems pretty goofy to have that many units spawn in this situation. Okay, let's try and kill these marauders. I don't think how... It doesn't really matter how well you macro in this case, I don't think. Like... So we can try to, like, lure them away with zealots. We can try to, like, pull them away from us. But there's going to be more units that spawn on top of him, which is not fun. And I don't know. Why does it take so long to warp him out anyways, besides XD gameplay, you know? It doesn't really feel like it was designed in a way that makes sense in that sense. Alright, let's try and pull them away this way. We've done it. Let's send a couple of guys over here. Lure them through the vents. No, 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 no. Oh, shit. Yeah, this is what I expected to happen. I got him a lot closer to fucking getting out that way. So maybe I have to... Maybe I have to take, like, all of my starting zealots and attack into that group and pull the stalkers back and then lead the zealots out to the left so that those units follow them and then lead the stalkers into the vents. After, like, for the second group, basically. Okay, so let's attack this way. Come on, guys. Follow me over here. Okay. Keep it that way, I think. Okay. That's crazy. Come on, guys. Oh, no. Oh, there's some scouts that will maybe occupy them. 8, 7, 6, 5. Fuck! That was so close! How can I possibly do it any better than that? I guess I can... I don't know if the zealots died, like they reached their location and then they ran back, or if those units leashed back. So if they didn't leash back, potentially I can stop those other units from getting in there by just ordering the zealots by further, like further out, like down here or something. I don't know, man. This is pretty tough. Let's move the zealots this way. Okay, come on, guys. Okay, hold on. No? Okay, so it doesn't... Well, no, they do leash. I think they leash because I'm an idiot and don't move my units properly, though. If I just led them... I think they would follow them the whole way through. They got kills on the zealots, which is what stopped them from... Or caused them to leash back, I think. I mean, this is all a theory. I don't really know. It makes sense to punish you for losing, like... Prison zealots. Stone zealots, the other ones. Oh, wait. I already fucked this one up. Okay. Just keep bringing them. Did they leash back? They did leash back now. So they do leash. Fuck, how can I change that? Maybe I need to take the stalkers first and the zealots next? It doesn't really make sense. I mean, I have to, like, harass the units from a range over and over again to refresh the leash, I think. I guess I can slow the game speed down so that it would be possible to do. Well, let's wait until our units spawn, and then we'll change it down. Okay. Let's lead them here. Okay. Oh no, I don't think we're gonna be able to make it out. No. We won't, for sure. Fuck! Oh man. So, how the fuck are we gonna do this then? Because I can't even rewind because the campaign's broken on 4.0 in that way, so... It's not like I can do anything without replaying the mission. There's gotta be a way to get this done. If the player could be defeated at this point, just by virtue of losing units, I feel like it should manifest way sooner than that. What the fuck? Why did these units just not do anything this time? Well, I guess it would... The stalkers probably attacked them or something. That's the only way that that would have made any sense. I'm going to be staring at this fucking ship for longer than I'm going to be playing on the ship. Oh no, I'm choking. Well, I don't think slowing the game speed down really did anything for us. Let's move the zealots forward first. Okay, come on. Sure, kill the Viking. Come on. Okay, we can't turn around anymore, so we just have to keep them... Okay, well... Oh, and then I look back at that, and that's what happens. Amazing. If I had paid attention to the stalkers there, I would have won that way. That is possible. So you have to, like, lure them out far enough with the zealots, keep them engaged with the zealots, while also keeping track of when the other drop pods happen, so that you can move the stalkers out. I think if that same thing happens where the Viking also dies to the stalkers, we can just probably move this. It's tough to know. Okay, no. Come on, you fucking idiot stalkers shooting those guys instead of sitting there and not being pieces of shit. Oh no, actually I think it's because they killed the zealot. Again, if they kill a unit, they'll like reorient towards where they were told to attack at first. If the other unit isn't like actively attacking them. So some of it's like sort of RNG hit scan shit where like it depends on what the zealots get hit by. Okay, so now we should be on point now.
Awakening Protoss warriors from stasis.
Okay. Alright, okay. Let's get out. We attacked them once. Now we're gonna lead them over here. Lead them all the way down here. I think we did it. I think. Holy shit, we did it! Holy shit, we did it! Oh man, I'm keeping all those attempts in though. That's gotta be on record. Whew! Master Kaduros, we have awaited your return. I've awaited my escape. Good, you made it just in time. You're goddamn right I did. Kaduros, the Terrans are outnumbering our forces at every flank. I fear that there's no hope for this vessel. Okay. Our orbital signals have been disabled, and therefore there's no way to predict where the Terrans will strike next, nor when they will execute their attack. I understand, Executor. I had hoped for a better outcome of this incursion. We all had. But now, realization is key, and we do not possess the power to fight these aggressors. It is not our mission, either. Remember this, Kaduros. What is our next move? We will mobilize the remaining Idu'ran forces and use their combined strength to demolish the advancing Terran forces. From there, we will enter the ventilation systems leading to the escape pods. Only then may our warriors be safe. Come on, boys, let's get 'em! We must hurry. Warriors, come to us. We seek your aid at once. Where were these guys when I was in need of defenders? Oh shit! Return to base! Guardians of the Idu'ran Protoss, hear me. Our holy vessel is bound for destruction. The Terrans have caught us off guard and have taken control of the majority of our ship. This has left us with only one choice: evacuation. Now I ask for your assistance. We must break through the Terran base in order to reach the escape pods. If you wish for survival, you must fight. Let the spirits of the Kala guide you. And Taro Tassadar. And they do a little jig. Okay, so we should be... There's like one more phase to this, I guess. Charge with all your strength. Okay, well let's first get Kaduros in there. Then we'll let our AI ally tank the blows. Go ahead and shield them. Kill these Protoss men, give it all you have. We're gonna take out these... Well, obviously we're gonna take out the units that spawn here, but we're gonna take out the tech reactors first, because that will stop them from producing multiple units at a time. The factory is more threatening to me, because it can produce tanks, which will obviously attack our stalkers pretty heavily. That was pretty easy, though. You will pay for this, you alien sons of bitches. The base has been disposed of. Let us continue. I agree. Okay, let's definitely quick save. We did not quick save before that scene. That could have been horrible if I had to then properly execute my stuff again. Okay, we're getting attacked here. Let's regenerate shields. We lost the Zealot, which is pretty dumb. But Marauders take no damage for some reason. Maybe they have like buffed armor. I'm not really sure. They were not taking any damage from the Stone Zealots either. Our escape pods are currently offline and will need time to activate before our warriors can evacuate. That beacon will begin the activation process. Activation will take time, so stay on your guard. So there's another phase. And there is still some more of the map, so maybe we're not 100% done yet. I'm not sure. Okay, well, let's go ahead and quick save. I probably should have done that before stepping on the beacon, but you know. Hindsight is 69-42. Annihilators, we've located them. Destroy the escape pods. They only have 250 shields and 250 health.
I am in command.
We do have some allied units, though. That's really good.
Understood.
So where are they going to come from? Oh, some wraiths. I'm expecting a lot of, like... I'm expecting a lot of medevacs. Some Vikings as well. Let's just get rid of this. We can't blink our stalkers. I guess that's to prevent us from, like, blinking up these ramps or something. But really, they could have... I think Dudki should have just put pathing blockers on. Because then blink would be really useful here. But I mean, maybe it's a deliberate decision. Maybe there wasn't the desire to have blink in this particular map. Go ahead and regenerate shields there. You can go ahead and kill that Viking. The Zealots actually blocked them from landing, which is pretty cool, I think. That's a Hell's Angel. It's obviously important that we get rid of that as soon as possible. So I guess we'll just try and stay in this area, since it's pretty easy to respond to everything. Okay. Well, drop pods seem pretty shitty in this situation. There's really not many ways to... I mean, obviously you can't really predict against that. Banshees are not great versus Stalkers. They are good versus Stalkers, is what I mean to say. So when they're not great for us when we see those. We've only got a little under 5 minutes left. So let's obviously I already saved, so I don't have to worry about not doing that now. We can use the Guardian Shield here. Refract? I was trying to say like 12 different words at once, I think. Because how do you speak English? Oh shit. I probably should have tried to keep this guy alive. Oh no. Okay, we've lost a Zealot and an allied Stalker. Not my finest moment. The activation process is halfway completed. Continue fighting, warriors. Definitely want Kaduros to get in there so he can kill them with AoE. Okay, let's keep shielding. I don't want to spam it too much that we don't have any energy. But we seem to be doing okay. Only 3 minutes left. Let's get the Zealots in there. I'm glad... It's kind of cool that Kaduros is so slow when he moves around. I mean, he's not super slow, obviously. But he doesn't have charge, which is a key, like, difference between regular Zealots. But he's a lot more impactful. You notice when he gets in there, because he just starts absolutely destroying, like, infantry and stuff. Is this okay? Oh, yeah. There's just really not that many... Not that much damage that's been sustained. Be wary, Kaduros. Battlecruisers inbound. Oh, boy. Okay, well, we apparently have some aircraft access here. Let's go ahead and shield. We are going to lose a Stalker, which is not my favorite thing in the world. Let's get rid of these guys before we lose a Void Ray to the Marines. Holy moly. Oh, and we still lost it to the Viking. That's really bad. I assume there's going to be a lot more Many more battle cruisers. We only have one more Void Ray. We do have some... Well, we have a scout. I would have hoped for more scouts than Phoenixes, to be honest. Although maybe they'll Graviton Beam, I'm not sure. Maybe there'll be like some tanks or something that they'll Graviton Beam for us. So there's another battle cruiser coming in. Along with the Hell's Angel. Oh boy. Let's go ahead and use Guardian Shield here. I definitely should have used... Oh no, that's another Void Ray down. Well, we have a minute. I'm hoping that there's not too many more battle cruisers now. Okay. Stay strong, warriors. The escape pods are ready soon. Will be ready soon. Okay. Yeah, they will be. What is going on? Destroy those damnable pods already. There's another battle cruiser coming. Okay, 25 seconds. I really don't think they can do too much damage to us. Let's go ahead and... Oh, well, unless they start dropping. Okay, let's try and... Oh, they killed my sentry. Good shield. Oh, there's another one. Well, we got one of them. Okay, yeah, we definitely had... We've cleared them all out. We've done it. Warriors, keep on fighting. Lead these Terrans away from our vessel. We mounted a pretty decent fucking defense there, man. Don't let them leave this ship. Go for the energy core. Kaduros, time is short. We must leave immediately. If the Terrans destroy the energy core, this vessel will be completely destroyed. Warriors, the pods are ready. Leave now. More like Todd's. You know what I'm saying?
Emergency. Power failure detected.
Oh. It just blew up. Well, that was a pretty climactic ending. I don't know if patch 4.0 broke stuff or if there just never was a like death animation for the shuttle. But I'll give Dudki the benefit of the doubt and say it was just patch 4.0. We can just blame that patch. Don't worry about it, man. That was an interesting mission. I like that Kaduros was the guy who like delivered that speech before we attacked that forward outpost that the Terrans had set up, because it painted him less like a follower and more like a leader in that sense. And we are told that he's like a leader. So we got an example of his leadership qualities and, you know, all that stuff. So I'm glad that we got an example of that, because that way we can remember that. So I'll remember that later on when people talk about Kaduros' leadership qualities and stuff. I'll remember how, you know, he delivered this speech that was inspiring to his warriors. And hopefully we'll see more of that as time goes on. And obviously he led them through our clicks to victory here, or mission success, as the executor put it. So yeah, that's cool. The mission's gameplay pacing I thought was incredibly chaotic. In some cases you can say like, okay, this mission is meant to be incredibly chaotic. You got all this stuff going on that you're sort of haphazard. The Protoss are in disarray. You don't really know what to do. But I think in a gameplay sense, it wasn't, I don't really know what's going on, but in a good way. It was more like I'm doing one action. I'm using one set of skills to accomplish like mission success, right? To complete objectives. But then the better way to, like, the most optimal way to play the game drastically like changed very frequently with very little time to get used to each change. Like, we had Stone Zealots, but we didn't really have any time to learn how best to utilize them versus the Terran forces. And then we had to suddenly defend our hero, and we didn't really have a good time to like learn how best to do that, or, you know, we weren't really briefed. And there wasn't really a lot of like adaptation, room for failure or adaptation in that sense. Like, one of the things that I'm going to be talking about when I talk about the Mapcraft results, which will be in the next few weeks or probably like mid-December or something, is how much could I fail and learn from those failures without having to like save scum like I had to, or just outright restart the mission or something like that. So that is like a genuine question, and it's not like the more failure you give, the more room for failure you give for the player, the better, because at some point then failure means nothing. But I didn't feel like I really had a lot of room for error, room to experiment to find the proper solution or a set of proper solutions, because of course there's multiple ways to solve the problem and win the mission. But I didn't really feel encouraged to experiment in this mission compared to some of the other missions, where I felt like there was more going on that I could exert control over to a point where, and learn about, to a point where I could then use that to impact my abilities. I thought it was a really cool mission. I thought it was really cool that it was so chaotic. But I think from a gameplay perspective, if we had something to hold on to, some sort of standardized set of mechanics, we sort of had that with Kaduros, but even then not really, because he wasn't available to us while he was warping out. Like, I would have much preferred that area, and you could have even made it harder in this case if it weren't played out the same, but we remained in control with Kaduros, and it was just waiting for like the beacon to charge up to teleport us or something. But we also didn't know that that was going to happen, so basically every single new mechanic that was introduced, there was no real like segue into it or foreshadowing of it, and this is what also sort of led to or lent credence to this idea that everything is super chaotic, is because we think we're going to be doing this thing, and then suddenly we're doing this thing, and then suddenly we're doing another thing. And that, if the mechanics themselves were maybe like you had more time to experiment, you had more opportunity to experiment, and you had more time with the individual sets of the mission, like submissions or whatever. Like, we had more time sneaking around, and then we had more time with the Stone Zealots, and then we had more time defending, waiting for that warp beacon to work, and then we had more time attacking the like, if we had more time in all of these like 5 different subsections of the mission, then it wouldn't matter as much that we were thrust into each section very like without warning. It wouldn't matter as much, in my opinion, because then we would still be able to adapt to it, and then each section would have felt individually satisfying enough while still working towards piecing it all together into a satisfying mission overall. So in general, I guess I'm sort of coming at this mission in a very like with very diverse like critiques. So I'm talking about like, oh, some of the things weren't long enough, but then also they didn't really explain themselves enough, and I also didn't feel like I had enough time or room to grow as a player and become better at the mechanics because they were so short, and also because it was so difficult because I was on brutal difficulty. And maybe you don't really factor that into the idea, because if you're on brutal difficulty, everything's supposed to be punishing. So maybe some of my balance complaints don't really fly in that department. And all of these are just suggestions anyways. Like, I would never... I don't really think that there's too many instances where I would say you absolutely should not have done X. Like, there's an argument to be made for everything you did here, obviously. And this is a very long tirade at the end of the mission, so I apologize if it's, again, very, like, discombobulated. But I did genuinely enjoy this mission. I think that there's ways to improve it without changing a lot of the stuff under the hood. But I would definitely have appreciated the mission if each section were longer, and I think then that would have mitigated directly a lot of these issues just by virtue of how so far I've analyzed how you design these levels. Because I think just by your normal design process, you probably would have given us more time to experiment with stuff, to learn about how mechanics worked, to gain more experience using these mechanics, and that just would have sort of came naturally, I guess. Anyways, that's my spiel. For those of you who stuck around to the end of it, thank you very much for watching the video, and feel free to join me on, what is it? Today's Monday? So feel free to join me on Friday for the next episode of Annihilation. Mondays and Fridays are my StarCraft 2 upload days. The schedule, complete in its entirety without any stuttering or weird fucking diatribes, is in my channel description and my About section. So go ahead and visit that if you're curious as to what the other days are. I will be moving that around, and when I do, I'll probably post another Pro Agenda video. So look forward to that in the next few weeks after Mapcraft's videos are over. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.